It's easy to write a learning story using the Progressive web app. You can even use the dictation feature. You can click on the microphone, speak into the microphone, and your words will be converted into text. Whether you're on the PWA or if you're on the desktop, one practice is to create a learning story, come up with a title, perhaps even add a photo or two, and then you can start a learning story. You can then save this learning story as a draft and come back to it later. This process works incredibly well for those of us who are busy during the school day. Remember to hit the draft button and you'll save it for later. You can find your draft stories under My Stories, where there'll be all stories and drafts. Copy Story is another feature which will allow you to save time. You can go to a story, edit it, then hit Copy under the More button, and this exact story will copy into another child's profile. You can then go in and edit, change photos, and publish. If you see a bell icon next to your child's profile photo, this means a learning story has not been written for that child in a certain number of days. That number of days or deactivation can be controlled by your administrator under Site Settings. Remember to regularly check your My Stories for pending stories, if story approval is on, and published stories. Another way to communicate with families is to create a day journal. A day journal is just like a learning story, but you can use it to share photos or announcements. Just remember to click Day Journal just before publishing. The day journal won't count as a learning story, but it can be used to communicate with families. If you have message board writing rights, you can use the message board to communicate announcements, share photos, and newsletters. As a teacher, you'll only see your own class that you can select, decide who will receive an email notification, and comments. Approve comments, auto-approve, or disable comments completely. You can pin that message to the top of the board and hit Publish or Draft.